Alrighty guys, welcome back to episode 6 of Merrick the Die's Let's Play of Wildermyth. We just beat the first chapter of the, basically the tutorial campaign. We're not too far into the game yet. This is going to be the last episode I record tonight, so let's see. We need to do our hero upgrades. It looks like all the towns that we put our legacy points into upgrading so that we could use them, for resources. They gave us some resources already, and now we kind of get to decide who gets what. So Janebert wasn't really in the ending credits of chapter 1 because he had to flee the battle because he got killed, which unfortunately I missed his final blow because my daughter woke up. But let's take a look. So does it tell us which weapons we can upgrade? Okay, no, we can pretty much upgrade anything. This is cool. Pearl Axe. Can we get an extra one of these? Current one hand. No, so you can just switch them up. The Soup Spoon tier 0. Can we get a tier 2? Huh. We probably want to stick to the wands. Now what does this take? This takes 1 heartwood and 3 spells. We actually have enough to make this. We could give her some pretty serious damage. +2 warding, +4 potency. Wardia attacks a nearby foe with her chef clutch of calling. So if we upgrade the wand to this, she will have melee, but it pretty much uses all of our spell threads, so Elon can't get anything. Not ideal. What about, okay, so we don't need to do an ember gown. So we got some fabrics, hides, spell threads. What about Janebert? Ooh, we could upgrade him to a crossbow. But he already has, like, the water bow, which we haven't really gotten a chance to see what it does. What about link mail? Okay, so we haven't unlocked this, it looks like. Oh, because we don't have enough hide. That makes sense. Frying pan is apparently classified as a mace. Well, this pretty much uses nothing. 6. We could get them all the way up. No, we can't unlock that one. 2 additional damage. It uses 2, 2, and 4. So that'll use all of our ingots. What's her secondary weapon? Oh, we could do a sword? Alright. I'm not sure what to do here. There's so many options. I feel like we should upgrade weapons. Because I mean, the armors are pretty cool, but this is going to use all of our hide. Do we need hide for this? We do, unfortunately. I think it'd probably be better off if we upgraded this. Or got maybe just a secondary, which uses 1 hide. Let's see, it does 5 damage. Our frying pan only does 4. I'm curious what she's gonna hold to. Like, if they've got a primary weapon, a secondary weapon, and an offhand weapon. I'm curious what they're gonna do. Let's see, so spell thread. So 6. 3. We could upgrade both of their damages. What would it take to get them a staff? It'd still take 6 spell thread. We couldn't have gotten 1 more spell thread. We could upgrade both of them to decent stuff if we got 1 more. 6, 8, 6, 3. But I don't think she can have her shield if we use this. Now since he doesn't have one... Oh, he can't use an offhand because he doesn't have a hand. That's pretty good. Oh, so he's not even able to use these. So it does take up your offhand slot. Gotcha. What about a secondary weapon? So we could get him a sword. But I think if we do that, then we're going to have to do the, we're going to have to, like, swap between them. Which I'm not too keen on. Hammer, but then we lose our offhand. I think I'm going to get her a mace. She needs it. Craft item. Brain Basher, a powerful mace. We're not going to get too much into the customization yet. This is just the tutorial mission, basically. That leaves us a little bit of stuff. Primary armor. Can I do anything with his armor? No. Here, also no. I do want to get him a better weapon, though. So we'll go ahead and do this. Gives him 1 extra damage. This is the Crow Willow Rattle, a well-made hand. Or a well-made wand. Whoops. Freudian slip there. We're going to go ahead and create it. And can we upgrade hers as well? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do it. Door Dirge, a well-made wand. Just get a little bit more damage. I think Janebert's pretty good. I mean, this dude got killer specs already. So that's his armor. So this one does 3 damage, and then 3 damage. Are they basically the same weapon? Wow. These are literally the same weapon. Can I destruct one of these? Apparently not. So we're out of ingots. We're down to 2 hides. Can I do anything with 2 hides? Nope. Shield. We can't get him an offhand. Now, it's a little concerning that we can't get Jamber an offhand. It kind of makes me think that maybe he lost his hand. Oh, they got older. 34, 36, 32, and 31. So Elon's the oldest. Alright, we're going to go ahead and just save the rest of our stuff. Wardia volunteered her free days to deciphering the Epichrist. If this is true, it hasn't always gone smoothly, and progress mostly drifted along. The meanings of the weird stone have remained inscrutable for years. But today, something in her research slides into place. It's always about heroes, isn't it? And she can now guess where their enemies might be. It explains why we've had a few years of relative peace. Do you see what I mean? Here, imagine you're trying to raise an army. What's the first thing you do? Raise an army? I suppose I'd start with a grand idea. A way for them to become, you know, what everyone wants to be. Heroes. Right. An army out of just normal folks. A symbol. You'd want a symbol to rally support, wouldn't you? Especially if your people are ancients and set in their ways. So you're saying our Ulstrix, our master of Gorgons, needs this thing? What is this, some kind of divine spear? As a symbol to help convince the other Gorgons to follow it? Yes, that's what I believe. And why does it need to do that? What does it need? Why does it need the spear? Or why does it need the support of others like it? What is Ulstrix? Perhaps there's something, an odd evil, that the Gorgon is fighting? But I'm worried it's just us. I was able to find other records of Epichrists, rubbings. That was my first clue. An Epichrist is like an ancient storytelling device. A way for telling a time-honored myth. But maybe in a different order or fashion? That's what I think. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting swept up. I checked the story elements here against some of our older legends. You know, like Tall Tale, kind of a poem or a song in some places, Queen of the Seas. No, but get to the point. Our stone tells almost the same story. Almost. And according to our version, the spear was laid to rest in a named cavern. It's on one of our maps. So that gives us an advantage, right? We know where it is? But they've got a pretty big head start, so... I don't know if it has anything to do with this, but Gorgon sightings are picking up again. Now seems like a good time for us to get started. We've all changed, remember? All the havoc those things caused, and we couldn't stop them. But we're ready this time, aren't we? We'll fight for all free life. We'll fight, wild and doubtless, clear-hearted. The shadows deepen. All monster groups will draw an extra monster card in every battle. Alright, off to a pretty good start so far. So it looks like we're picking up on the same map that we had last time. We're on Chapter 2 now. Investigate Edlin Altar. 300 days left. Clear Gorgon sites to get more time. So Gorgon sites. Alright, cool. So we still have the impassable mountains here. But it looks like we can get here. Friends and foes may use it. Impassable. So that's infested. You can tell because of the vines are down there. And it looks like these three are clear, but I'm not sure what this is. And then we got another bridge. And I think we're allowed to build bridges across the rivers. But since we should be starting... No, let's go ahead and get a new hero. Let's go. Alright, Jamber's out of sorts, and Wardia thinks she has the answer. Let's do it. Okay, the Geometry of Magic by Douglas Austin. Things in Clover Pass are drunk or sleeping. The last greasy lights wobble in quiet windows. At least, mostly quiet. Disastrous woman. Disastrous woman. That'll be me someday. But I'll have lovers on both arms. Oh no, she's saying that. Lulala. Getting drunk. The merry stumbler scrapes along the back alley, fragments of foamy song following after, fading into the early dew. The night doesn't slosh so easily in every belly. What's wrong, love? You look like you're about to go belly up in the whiskey pond. Not tonight, Wardia. Sorry. Oh, come on, I know what it is. I know what you're gonna say. I don't need to get out and exercise. You haven't been getting out and exercising. Have to get your blood going, your lungs pumping. Now I know what you're thinking, and that's also fine. But I'm saying something with less ulterior purpose. Love, I know how it works for you, but what? What's the face for? Because I just had the perfect idea. There's this mystical order. They live out in seclusion. They're all about training the body to unshackle the mind. I'm sure they'd teach us one or two tricks, or at least give us a quiet meal. So they set out in the morning, much too early. Get out. Oh, what happened to his arm? My man got stoned. Alright, we're gonna do the adventure. Okay, yeah, let's do it. The story continues. Over generations, a modest compound has grown near Lifa Mine. Some folks have come here to gain wisdom and strength, while others grew up inside its protection. It's a place of relative seclusion, inhabited by an order of knights focused on peacefully honing their bodies and minds to work in concert. You from around here? Know about this place? Every sword is 3 swords. Oh, really? There's a sword of intention, the sword you balance and swing, and the sword of consequence. When all 3 are aligned in purpose and decision, only then may your strike be true. Yeah. Want some nut bread? Yeah. Without another word, he turns and leads them down a hill path, darkened and dappled by the sun-threaded cloud cover, into a sparsely treed field, rolling green-strewn land marked by low, gentle walls. There it is, a nice nut loaf. Hey, listen. Wardia here convinced me we were going to do some kind of, well, there's apparently a group of philosopher knights making their home around here. Is that you? You mean the Warless Order? Yeah. That is us. You want training then? I see. The wise seeker doesn't ask for bread, but for the skill of baking. Still, are you prepared for how sweaty it gets? Yes. Yeah. Alright. We do our own laundry every day. It's part of being tough. Well then, pleased to meet you. I'm Lorson Kierseton. Bringing the thought self and the meat self together begins with your name, but it's only the beginning. Together we'll make the metaphysical much less meta and a lot more physical. Over the next week, they train, eat, and sleep on a schedule. Lorson's style is grueling and relentless, exploratory and unsteadying. Well, he's already pretty fast, and he's got a lot of health. So I'm going to go with accuracy and potency, just because we want the... I think it would help more in the battles. It's a week full of experimental astrologies, prolonged discomfort, and the recalibration of sense and reflex. He's going to need that with his stone-ass arm. Sunset approaches on their final day of training. Lorson leads them into the closeness of a nearby wood. The resinous air sparkles. He halts. Exertion is that way by which body and mind are exhausted, and from exhaustion springs growth. Exerting mind and body together, we access the geometry inside ourselves. Geometry. You're speaking in metaphor? The shape you make, your spirit, meat, and bones. Didn't you know that's the basis for magic? It's not an ethereal energy. It's present in the alignment of every physical thing. You can channel and direct it if you're conscious and practiced enough. Sensing and manipulating that geometry makes you more powerful. But shouldn't magic be from reading? You can't be magic and muscular. Uh-oh, random encounter. Out of a sudden shadowy knot of smoke comes an ambush. Alright, so we get some decent buffs. Janebert and Wardy are going at it. I thought Elon... Okay, Elon is with us. And we haven't fought either one of these dudes yet. We got Slingshot Zombie and Sword Zombie. Loading a sling and swinging it round, panic rises in its slack face until the stone flies. A shuffling walk, grummy grunting mouth, heavy sword held firm. Okay, so they get 2 damage right off the bat because they're next to Wardia, so that's a good sign. I'm going to have Wardia move here, see if it hits him again. Nope, that sucks. That's okay, though. And he dodged it. We're going to gouge this guy. Boom! Only 2? That sucks. So he has to use a crossbow now because his arm's broken, I'm assuming? Let's see, can I kill either one of these guys? Yeah, let's do it. Kind of wish the old man was here too, the Lauren guy. Wow! People really don't like Elon. Let's Stoneclaw this guy. Well, it's between 1 and 5. Whereas this one does a guaranteed 4. We'll go and do the guaranteed 4. And then we will have you 2 damage and just attack him. Alright, Wardia is pretty badass. I mean, that +2 just for being near her is a killer move. Alright, +5 block. 52, 54, 57. We're going to go ahead and give it to Elon. Because that dude clearly needs some assistance. Poor guy. Just a humble dude hanging out in the tavern. Gets his hand chopped off. Gets his face all messed up. Where did they come from? Were we betrayed? No, no, that was just Harriet and Erlon. Stand up, you rascals. The ostensibly dead cultists rise sheepishly to their feet and tug off their disguises. Lorson, take it seriously. Hi there. This cool lady's Harriet and the soggy, vindictive ogre is Erlon. Think of it as a final test. An easy one, perhaps given your abilities. but one you've certainly passed. I guess we'll go back to our nightly philosophizing. I prefer to think of it as a philosophical nighting. Ugh. Ugh. Am I right? Phew, I'm glad they're gone. But anyways, what I was saying about enlightenment... Enlightenment? Ah, yes. Surpassing our limits always takes a refiguring. We're redrawing the lines inside ourselves. If we do it with carefulness and wisdom, the new shapes inside us grow more aligned to the geometry of magic, the geometry of all things. They leave the woods, a small, silent procession. Bidding their instructor farewell, they embark on a journey across the night. They walk long enough that all the stars have sprouted. I think about how two lovers find some sort of physical oneness, and maybe I'm just crude. But there is an essential geometry at the primitive level, isn't there? Anyway, we got some good exercise in. You sense something, looking at the figure of trees. Trunks, boughs, patterns. My body recognizes it, molds to it. When I walk unseen, I wonder if it's the same. Mist takes form, but they keep marching to the verge of dawn. Thanks for dragging me out here, love, off my drinking stool. So return the favor and drag me back to it. That's a cool little side story. I like that it shows who it was written by, which one of the devs it was. Alright, your enemies improve their strategies after every fight. The Woken, hobble enemy. This monster is now stronger. Successful attacks hobble the target. Oh, I guess that target would be us. Uh-oh. Oh, cool, but it's the first one of whatever class this is. Maybe that's the undead? Huh. Okay, and perfect. It looks like Wardia leveled up. Wardia came back from her journey with a tempered heart and eyes unclouded, ready for the challenges that lay ahead. Alright, so we got three options. We got Riposte. It's a passive skill. Wardia will counterattack after a successful melee block or dodge if a melee weapon's equipped. I can't remember if she has one equipped or not. Inspiration. Wardia gives adjacent allies +1 bonus damage and potency. Active. Wardia targets flammable debris, pulling motes of heat out of the air and gathering them into a single point to create an intensified or interfused blaze. I think we can look at her character sheet. What gear does she have? So she has... So she does have a melee weapon. I must dodge. I mean, we could do that. Jason allies +1 bonus damage and potency. Seems good, but I mean, same reason we had struggled this with Shy, because we try not to group them together very often. Let's get some action. We're gonna go ahead and do this one, and then we are going to continue on our way. And we're gonna try to recruit a 5th person. New recruit. Bookish Snark. Alright, let's go and do it. See, what made that fight worthy of note was... all the monsters. Was that we didn't quite get the upper hand until... I pulled out a copy of Battle for Dummies and read it aloud to the group. If you don't mind, I'm relating a Grippling tale to these folks. If it weren't for us, Gorgons would be even more of a threat. Well, let's organize the parade then. No time to waste. I'm getting an Eeyore vibe from this guy. Listen, you think you could hack it out there? Maybe you could tear the monsters a new one metaphorically? I'm gonna finish my story. Let me know if you want to talk later. Hey, Hero Lady. Wardia. Sure, listen, we didn't end on a good note back there. Namely, the note where I look like a huge weenie. I want a chance to prove that I can hack it. Can't have my good name and trail skull sullied after all. Good name? That's rich. Come on, we'll have someone show you a thing or two. We're gonna make Yundian here, Funyun. He's gonna be a warrior. Well, man. I guess we could have done another archer, since Jane Barrett's all messed up now. There we go. 20 days remaining. Oh man, I guess I could have sent some people over here. Whatever. Alright, Yundian Badfret is now a greenhorn warrior. Warriors like Yundian are built hardy, enduring, with a natural aptitude for battle. They develop powerful techniques for close combat. Alright, so let's do our level up. Yundian's melee attacks deal bonus damage to all other foes within range. Not bad. Wolf Call, after a successful kill, Yundian's allies gain +2 speed for this in the following turn. As a swift action, Yundian engages another creature, forcing it to attack him. We already have a tank, so let's go DPS for this one. Yundian's melee attacks deal bonus damage to all other foes within range. Let's do it. And with that, let's go ahead and check out this place. Let's go. Alright, Stonebread Bluff has been revealed. And it looks like there is a fight here, so we're going to go ahead and do it. What would you do, Shy, if you found your heart racing at the thought of another? Someone you stood beside through danger and then... I mean, if I really wanted to, wouldn't I just ask? I mean, isn't that the nature of desire? But... Quiet, there's a sound. Hushed voices and careful footfalls approach down the overgrown path. To Janebird's ears, even these muffled noises are perfectly loud. Come forward, strangers. If you're friendly, come forward slowly. Silence, perhaps a minute of it, is all that answers, that emerges from a thick wall of brush. And then... Linmont, you dolt! They're not fooled by this! We're prolonging the inevitable! Yes, mistress. Should I offer myself? Introduce us! We hear you. Ho? Ho there! Come on out of there, you're caught anyway. You look like experienced whatever you are. Bandits? Rogues? Not hounding for captives, I hope. Well... Oh, move it, you fool! How are you so miserable this... Sorry, mistress. Here, take my arm. A pair of travelers clambles free of the bracken, their clothing fine with but a tad filthy. Hello, strangers. I'm Linmont, servant and apprentice to this prestigious and lovely woman who... Well, perhaps we shouldn't use your real name? That's Mata! Huh? Oops, he knows of you. And why wouldn't he? Mata, the dream chanter, poet and peerless singer. Impossible to turn away an ear when she's plucking strings, spinning yarns, deploying her famous vowels. Well, you don't seem like a threat. Come sit by the fire. We're not in any kind of bad business. Shy. Mistress. By the fire sounds grand. The small camp settles a little awkwardly. Introductions go around. Shortly thereafter, Elon can't help himself. He bends Mata's ear. You inspired me. Not many people have. See, I'm not partial to the skippy little tales they peddle these days. The great romances, the epics, those matter. I got to listen to your performance of Glimmer scene in Gladedale masterful? In Gladedale? Masterful. You recited Tree of Blooms in full, pageless, without rest. People still talk about it. Yes, yes, I remember those days. I try not to miss them. Oh, mistress, you don't need to say it. I do, though. Just that nothing lasts forever. Bad fever took my lofty registers from me, my volume. Performance is such a physical thing. Most forget that. I'm weak nowadays. I lean on him, my student lineament there. Mistress. I would love to show that gift to you again, but it's gone now. Only the memory remains. Why not try a small song? Even if it's quiet, even if it's just a shadow of you, we'd like it. I could try. It's been a few years now. Or we could practice, see what the apprentice has learned. Now let's see it. 50% chance, I'll take those odds. Mata, the dream chanter, pulls her instrument from its case. A hum collects in her throat, then ebbs, then rises again, spilling between pitches, and stops. She softly coughs. Don't strain yourself, mistress. I don't think I can manage it. It's alright. We got some beer, some bread, and soup. Mistress. The night before the fight at Alderwall Windmill passes quietly. That was a hell of an intro up to a fight. Alright, we'll go ahead and finish this fight real quick, and then we'll call it quits. Alright, now we've got 5 people here, so we've got a stone spirit. I think Shy should be the one to catch the spirit. Oh, it was a trap. I should have seen that coming. Let's get out of here. Alright, let's interfuse with these. And then I should be able to do a Splinter Blast perfectly. Let's not hit the spirit, actually. Not too shabby. Can we throw axe here? 100% chance. No armor left. Perfect. Let's see, can I fight this guy? We're gonna do it. And we're gonna slam. Ooh, that's a good hit. I'm gonna come up here. And we're gonna shoot. Alright, so the Gorgon's dead. He's the biggest guy out there anyway. This guy, probably not much help. And Guardian. Shy's got some pretty good blocking now. We're gonna move here, and we're gonna strike. We gotta get him a better weapon as soon as we can. Let's see. Oh, we're not close enough to attack him. Okay. Let's interfuse with this. And can we blow it up? Splinter Blast. Perfect. Alright, Frogdude's dead. Catch the spirit. There's 3 turns left. I figure my best bet is probably Janebert. Can I open the door, though? I can. Pretty good hit. Oh, damn, I expected Janebert to have more moves. Okay, we'll jump jaw this dude. And shoot. Nah. We'll Silk Step over here. He's dead. Easy peasy. This guy gets to go, though. Nice. I am not liking this spirit right now. Stone spirit, be still. We're not going to hurt you. What's funny is Janebert's the one that got it last time, too. Alright, enchant, Rice Drake, replace tier 1 stone crossbow. Replace tier 1 stone crossbow. Legacy point. Well, we already got the water crossbow. Might as well do the stone. That's probably better. So it's the exact same stats, it just replaces water with stone. Oh my gosh. Alright, stunt effects. Shreds one armor and pins all enemies with it. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna do it. It never really told us what water did anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and just claim it. Okay, let's get this guy, kill this guy. Oof, good job. Let's interfuse here. And barrage. Perfect. Wow. We're just gonna gorge him. Of course he would dodge it. Alright, let's get Shy in here. I think this is the final enemy. 9 damage. We're getting really strong. Like, I like the progression of the game. It seems to, like, you know, it's pretty fluid. Alright, Elon finally leveled up. As a Mystic, Elon has acquired the knack for infusing his spirit, blah blah blah. Okay, so we've got the Tinker. Once per combat as a swift action, Elon restores all shredded armor to himself or an adjacent ally. Well, he doesn't have any armor, so that's worthless. For each interfused object, Elon marks physical attacks gain +1 damage. I wasn't aware you could interfuse with more than one object. Or Elon's melee attacks deal 1 damage. I think physical damage includes, like, magical physical damage. I hope I'm not wrong on this. I'm going to go ahead and choose it, because I think it'll be more helpful. Alright, once per combat, attempt to immobilize an opponent, a throwing net. So this is an offhand. We'll go and give it to Yudion, just because he's the only person with a hand that can hold it. An empty hand, I should say. And the Swamp Frog, upgraded with some more health. Boom, look at all these enemies. Alright guys, well that's going to be it for today's episode. It ran a little bit long. Hopefully not too long. Yeah, not 10 minutes yet. This is the end for what I'm going to do tonight. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll try to record some more this weekend, maybe upload it. I think I'm going to try to like upload 1 episode a day or something like that. But I'll pre-record a bunch of them, that way I can release 1 every day for the week. Thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. I'm still, you know, trying out, still getting through the audio problems that I'm having. I'm really enjoying this game, so I'm hoping everybody else is too. But yeah, you guys have a great night. This is Merrick the Die, signing off.